even played a role in this overturning of Roe versus Wade because between COVID and a reduction.
Bruh, you might want to put this camera back on. We can do this.
We definitely can do this.
We can do
Well,
this.
you must know.
We
If
can-
you're after show sometime.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we do an after live. Well, we still be the camera
Okay.
still be on. We still be
So
talking.
right now, it's still on.
Oh, it's
Oh.
still on. All right. Look, that whole Roe versus Wade thing has nothing to do with how many children millennials or Gen Z or whoever is having. This is literally all about the fact that the birth rate among the white population
Has tremendously declined.
Why? Because over 60% of abortions are by white women.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
And so what they're looking for is a way to help slow down white people becoming the racial minority in this country. Because they realize that the moment they are no longer the racial minority, they no longer have the power. And so when...
This guy wrote a book on it years ago.
Yeah. So when like literally I think the projection is that by 20
black guys who get a white woman.
It's like 20 by 2030 something. By 2030 something.
Whites were supposed to be minorities.
Yes.
It's projected
the white
they
race
will be minorities.
They already the minority.
Yeah, because COVID really.
Sorry.
I was just about to say because I didn't like the fact early on, and I was working in Maryland at the time, and there was plastered right on the front page of their newspaper that COVID was a disease for the blacks.
Yep.
It was yeah. It was so horrific because at the time we were losing our Caucasian patients in unprecedented rates, right? And we weren't really seeing African Americans initially being infected with COVID initially. Yeah. So what was like really crazy that really blew me is there's no such thing as a black disease.
Correct.
Right.
It was so racially charged.
Yeah, but the whole thing is they were calling it what did the Trump administration call it? They called it like the Kung Flu or some crap like that. And I was like, are you serious right now? Like that makes no sense.
First it was China.
Yeah.
Then it was then it was us, and then it was who did they call it? It was just for the minorities, people that were that did not have access to proper health care, didn't take care of themselves. But then when we start seeing our politicians and our, people of power per se, now they have COVID. And now it's, we need to wear masks. Oh, now y'all want to push this vaccine agenda. I'm not against vaccines. I am not against anything that's going to help people be healthy. But what I am against is dishonesty and deception. Yeah. I don't like that.
The rampantness of misinformation is the problem in this country, right? If you think about it, nothing that's happening right now in the world is new.
No,
the
I would say that.
The only thing that is different between 2022 and 1950 is the rate in which information is being shared.
That's true. I have to agree with that.
So all of this stuff has been happening for decades.
You know what really brought me back is now, I know it might seem very simplistic, but the brown paper bags. That really brought me back. Like, you just think about it. Okay, so for maybe the past, maybe 20 years we've used plastic bags, right? But if you look now, everything is rolling back in history.
Yeah.
And when I saw the brown paper bags, there was a time where you could not get a plastic bag. Period. You was not there was no such thing. When you went to the market, everything went in brown bags. And with the store name on the front of the brown bags. So now here we are in 2022 and everybody's screaming global warming, global warming, global warming. Get rid of the plastic bags. What the hell have we been doing for 20 years? Because we didn't have them.
We've been turning a blind eye to all of the things that are actually detrimental to the future generation. I posted on my Instagram earlier today was that and I think this is a very important fact to notice. The average age in the United States is about 38 years old. Okay, that's roughly millennial generation, right? The people that are making the decisions in this country, their average age is approximately 57 for the House of Representatives and 62 for Congress.
The president is 80.
Right, and the president of the United States is 80 years old. Okay, so we're talking multiple generational
gaps. Yes.
So you have people with antiquated ideas and ideologies from misinformation they were given in their youth. Right, think about it. Someone that was born in their 60s.
I gotta ask this question because I ask everybody this question.
Right, somebody that was born 60 years ago. Someone that was born 60 years ago is making decisions about the future state of this country. It doesn't make any sense.
You know why? But what really about it doesn't make any sense? Because we can sit and have, conversation about it all day long, but our people don't show up to change it. They do not show up to change it. So let's just talk about it. Because if we talking about how can you be president? It don't take a lot. You get your shit together. Anybody can be president.
I believe the minimum age to be president is about 35.
Most of them can't go, 35? Can't be up there, right. Unless you like a squeaky king like Obama, and I don't know, he must have came from heaven himself, honey. I ain't seen as clean
right.
as him since.
But that's the thing. So what you I think my frat brother over here said otherwise. Yeah. So that's the thing, right? What we're experiencing right now is called white lashing. Right.
Oh,
I
will never forget when that guy said that. What was his name?
This is the aftermath of someone like Barack Obama becoming president.
Yes.
Right. Everyone's
this is the invisible whips.
Van Jones.
Van Jones.
Yep.
Yeah, this is the invisible whips.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Right. And so you've already seen. Well, I don't know if you've seen this, but there's already clips going around about how this Roe v. Wade thing is a win for white lives.
Yes,
a congresswoman said it.
Yeah, yes, just openly white life. Yes, absolutely.
It's cool.
And then the cleanup. It was the cleanup for me. Oh, it really was the cleanup for me. The public, like how they were saying, oh well, she really meant to say white.
No, she said
white. She meant to say what she said, and she meant to say it how she said it, and the response for the crowd was authentic. Wasn't none of it fake at the end of the day.
No one was appalled by what she said.
Nobody was appalled. And here's Trump sitting back there like, and if our people don't wake up, Trump is going to be president again. I said it on the she-shade.
Well, two things. Number one is that Biden would be too old to run again.
Yeah, he's too old to be president right now.
But the thing is, the reason why it's going backwards, every time, in military, if something mess up, they bring in black regime to run it and fix it. It straightens it out. As soon as it gets straightened out, they put whoever they want in there. Because remember,
that's what's happening right now.
As long as when you're in office, you make the changes, but it don't get affected till after you're out of office. So that's why Trump was able to come in like, I did all this and I did all that.
That was Obama shit.
Yeah, so
we know that was Obama shit. Obama was the man.
They left Obama
stuff that
with
Trump
a mess when he came in. And then blamed it all on him.
Yes, absolutely. And even like what we're feeling right now is really Trump's mess.
Yes.
That Biden is cleaning up, and then when Trump come back, he gonna take.
Now Sleepy Joe got some shit with him too. Though.
Sleepy Joe definitely got, but I love Sleepy Joe. I ain't gonna hold you. I love Sleepy Joe. I love the fact that
why we gotta call him Sleepy?
I don't know why we gotta call him Sleepy.
Fall asleep.
That's that heart medicine.
That's the heart medicine.
At the end of the day, that man has warranted the title President of the United States.
Yes,
and so
absolutely. I love him.
I need everybody to put some respect on his name.
I know.
President Sleepy Joe.
So whatever you want to call him. At the end of the day, guess what? He won the election. He's the president of the United States.
He didn't steal it, like well, we ain't. I'm just saying.
I like him.
I voted for him. So
He's a bully. I like him.
I would take him in his direction over Donald Trump's direction, and I said it.
Shit.
Period.
Yeah.
So I don't know, you gotta respect how I feel, like I respect how y'all feel.
Yeah.
I know everybody is not a Biden supporter, and everybody also knows that I've spoke very candidly that I've never supported Donald Trump. And when he went in there and started messing up and acting up, and y'all was hooting and complaining, I said, remember, that's what you voted for. So that's what I got to say about that.
Vote for when you don't come out.
When you don't vote at all, absolutely.
Yeah.
So before we leave our after show live,
after party.
this is the after party, right? Only thing that's missing is my, I drink sweet bitch at almost every event.
What is that?
Oh my God!
I think I heard of that.
Yes, honey.
I heard of that.
Yes, sweet bitch.
Sweet
bitch. I drink sweet bitch at almost.
That's not wine.
Listen,
that's
fruit juice.
That's sugared fruit juice.
You call it what you want, but it is phenomenal and it goes great with conversation. So I asked everybody.
It's crazy because she likes sweet bitch, and the wine I drink is made by Menage a Trois.
Oh, Lord.
That's crazy.
We fill in the gaps. So, defunding the police.
Absolutely.
Period.
Why is a community-based organization that's supposed to help protect the community being funded like it's a military force? There's no reason.
Different perspective here.
There's no reason to have that much money flowing into a force that's supposed to be protecting and serving.
Okay. So where the money's supposed to come
the
from?
The money is supposed to go to community-based organizations, go into education. There's no reason. I'm gonna use Philadelphia for example. So for those that don't know, I'm from North Philadelphia, 13th and Lehigh, born and raised, Badlands. All right,
Badlands,
right?
And a retired U.S. Navy lieutenant.
Absolutely. No. We're going to get to all this.
Exactly.
I'm also like she said, I'm a retired United States Navy lieutenant. All right, I served the country for about 12 years, and I'm retired. We good to go. We done. We home. We chilling. We good. What I have learned through my journey from rags to, I'm not gonna say that. to being more stable, right? To being in a better financial situation is that one, when you look at the neighborhoods you are in, all of this, everything that's going on is all based off of the overall accumulation of taxes that a particular location is able to collect. So if you live in a lower income area, you can collect less taxes, but the police are funded at a much higher rate in that area. Why is that? Because they believe that when you have no money, you have no resources, and you have no other way out, the only thing that you can do is literally fight each other and cause harm within your community. Crabs in a barrel effect. Whereas when you look at a community like we're living in now, where people are paying their property taxes because their property is valued much hhigher, you have better schools, you have better research, you have better community outreach programs. Y'all don't hear these kids playing in the back? All of that is free.
Right.
All that is paid for by the town. These kids have a whole park. It ain't no crack bags, no needles, no vials, no nothing on their playground. It's clean. It's pristine. They got grass, like actual grass.
Right. You don't see grass in Philly, right?
Where I grew up, my playground had literally like bags of drugs on the playground, broken liquor bottles. The field was literally dirt. No one did anything to support the community initiatives. Why? Because no one wanted to invest in these people, because they said at the end of the day, look, they just here for right now. They're not going to make it past X age. They're going to stay where we put them and call it a day. You better talk about it. Right. So like this is... I can literally do this for hours, and I'm
everybody give me the same answer. We can go for hours. I'm going to have to put all of y'all on a panel at one time because I have defund the police, don't defund the police. Defund the police, maybe defund the police. Everybody have a different perspective, but I love this one the most.
Can we give a clear definition of what that means? Because I think a lot of people don't understand what that means.
So part of, got it. Defund the police does not mean the police no longer have money to function. Defunding the police means you are ultimately demilitarizing the police. There's no reason why the military and the police force have a similar budget.
So it's just giving more money to what, the community, and less to...
It's about reallocating funds so that the police have a proportional amount of funds going to them to help cover their day-to-day operations and ensure the safety of their team.
Instead of giving it an excess.
Instead of giving them excess so that they can show up and armored like everything from head to toe for a noise violation.
Right.
Do you think, because I personally, this is my personal issue with the blue. It's a cultural thing for me. If you go back in our history and you see how the blue has impacted, treated, mistreated.
Why is that?
Our people.
Why is that?
Culturally.
Why is that?
This is why I support the whole disenfranchising it, break it all apart and start it all over, because we still own 1960, 1950. So we still own those antics. That's what that's where I'm at with it.
Can you tell me what the origin of the police force is?
No.
Isn't that incredible?
Okay. This is why the police it's working exactly how it was designed, and I want to put that out there. It's working exactly as it's designed.
Because when I found out, I was there's like videos.
The modern day police force is literally the great grandchild of what was known as the slave patrol. Okay, so these were individual.
You know how
these
were badges.
Those.
They used to say slave patrol.
In those old Western movies where they have the sheriff with the star badge, that same star literally had slave patrol on it, and these people were empowered by their state to go out and hunt runaway slaves and bring them back by any means necessary. Maimed, beaten, you name it, it didn't matter.
And if that's where it originated,
and that is the root of modern day policing.
That explains why
It explains everything.
It explains it.
How are we expecting these white people who are police officers to police black communities when they have no understanding of what's happening in a black community? A police officer should be someone from the community, because it's about
that knows what's going on in the community.
Exactly. That has a keen understanding of everything that's going on.
Yeah.
When you look around these white communities, you know who's policing these communities? White people. That live in this community.
You know who's policing our hood? White people.
The white people that live here.
Exactly. They have no idea how to function, so that's why they shooting first.
And that's the problem. So here's the thing that I find to be hilarious, right? They tell civilians, you need to stay calm in these situations, but a police officer can freak out and get emotional and shoot you. Oh my God. But guess what? If I'm in the military and I inadvertently fire my gun at somebody and I'm going to jail. Okay? They're going to lock me up in Leavenworth federal prison.
Jail.
Okay?
Big boy jail.
Big boy jail. I ain't going to see the light of day.
If you let off your firearm.
If I let off my firearm.
As a military member.
Okay?
Wow.
But the police who are armed like they're, and that's okay. I'm gonna rewind for a second. I went through 2.5 years of training.
Talk about that.
2.5 years of training to do my job in the military. That included weapons training, combat training, and everything in between.
How much training do police officers get?
Approximately 10 weeks, at the longest.
Wow.
And they walk around that shit on the street.
You are telling me
every single
you are
day.
telling me that that person, that these police officers have the right to be militarized when they've had not even half the training that we go through? Make it make sense.
Yeah.
And that's why I said when I said this is coming from an over 10-year retired Navy lieutenant.
In the military, we have an understanding of this thing called the deadly force triangle.
Okay.
Right? You are taught.
Y'all are getting this on the She Shack, man.
You are literally
She
taught.
Shack after hours, it goes down.
All right? You are literally taught that in every single situation, your goal is not to escalate it. It's to de-escalate the situation. So somebody runs up on me, they waving a gun and all that stuff. My job is to literally help calm the situation down, remove the gun from them to eliminate the threat, and then move on with the situation.
What's your opinion about Sandra Bland?
Whoa, that felt like a jump. How did we get to that?
Where did that come from?
How did we jump to that?
I said this a long time ago. Malcolm X said this a long time before me. He said,
you never know what you're going to be asking the She Shack.
He said, Malcolm X said that the most, how does the quote go?
Oh,
that
the most endangered
person in America is the black woman. Why is that? Because the black woman not only has white men and white women after her, but also black men who literally want the same power as these white men are doing the exact same thing to the black woman. So the black woman is getting kicked 3 times. 3 times. Because everyone understands how the hierarchy goes. It goes white men, white women, black men, black women. And that's not okay. It's not okay.
It's not okay.
I also saw another quote the other day where it was like, everybody's a feminist until it's time to be white.
Interesting.
That's an interesting statement.
And I thought it was interesting as it relates to this because literally you have all these women being like, women's rights, women's rights, women's rights. But the moment it's time to appease the white man, the white women are jumping ship.
Sad.
What was the number? 65% of white women voted for Trump?
Oh, yeah, big
yeah.
That's who really runs
majority.
the world, the white women.
Okay, 65. Exactly.
Who run the world, baby?
The white women.
All right. Now.
All right, I need you to understand
Because
something.
they're the most effective part.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
They're powerful.
And
They tell the
it's
politicians what to do.
exactly, and that's the
That's why
thing,
Pelosi
right?
been in there as long as she is.
Literally, white women are literally the perpetrators and benefactor of the patriarchy. Because as long as their white men are in power, they can get and do whatever they want. Why is it that a single white woman can end a black man's career by whispering the words, "He raped me," without any facts? Think about that. And everybody looked at Ryan like he was crazy when he was in college, and all the white girls were trying to talk to him, and Ryan was like, "Hell no, go away." I need all y'all to see that I'm not near this woman.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because I have watched my friends, my fraternity brothers, like black men in general, get caught up in a situation because a white woman whispered the words, "He raped me," even though nothing happened. Now I'm not saying that
Rosewood, hello.
I'm not saying that every single white woman is out here lying, but Emmett Till did die for whistling at somebody, and
He didn't do it.
he ain't do it, right?
Right.
So
Right.
how is it that you can literally? I'm just saying.
Y'all heard it here first on the She Shack, baby. It goes down like none other. This is not going to be on CNN, MSNBC, none of that. CBS, NBC. You're not going to hear none of this kind of conversation anywhere but right here in Conversations from the She Shack. Make sure you tune in the next week because who knows who's going to be on the She Shack.